welcome to another edition of Monday with the Marks, courtesy of Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Adam Baum. Alongside me in studio is Rody Rob.
Hi.
Yes, that was better than I expected.
Hi.
And live via wherever, we have Brian. Say hello, Brian.
Hello, Brian.
Hello, Brian.
Oh,
as I just slammed a VHS tape.
Right, we got the
entrance.
you look very Silent Bob, so it was like the VHS tape at the end of Mallrats that he makes move with the Jedi mind trick. Oh wait, he doesn't know the Jedi mind trick.
No, he doesn't know Jedis.
Never mind. I don't even know why I try. So tonight we're gonna talk about Extreme Rules, which happened last night, and take it or leave it. You know, we'll break it down. We'll do a little bit of our draft predictions, things we think are gonna happen, possibly on the horizon. Not too much. On Twitter, seems like Bray Wyatt has been trolling me, and Brian will discuss that a little bit and see if it has any effect on our Wednesday show.
Wait, oh, okay.
And then we also got, we got to talk about it a little bit. We got the crown jewel. So we'll cover all that. But first, let's just start with the way everything ended last night with Extreme Rules. Brian, I know you've seen the clip at least a few times because I sent you the abbreviated version. Rob, you got to watch it live. With full on Kiera reaction too.
Yeah.
The match was better than the ending would if you didn't watch it.
Okay, now when you say the ending was bad.
Oh, it was bad.
Hold on. And I find it interesting we're starting at the end of the pay-per-view. But if you
Well, we're starting with the Finn Balor, Roman Reigns.
No, end of the pay-per-view. So
Universal Champion. Well,
end of the pay-per-view.
I don't want to start with Liv and Carmella. I want people to tune in.
Okay. So anyway,
That's fair.
At what point are you considering the end of the match?
After the comeback by Finn, when the lights come back to normal.
Okay, so when the lights come back to normal, that's when you call the bullshit.
That's not when I call the bullshit. That's where you kind of like lost me. Like, just
the rope breaking is where you lost me.
Yeah, the rope breaking, right? I don't know. I find it hard to believe that he did all of that and had such a strong momentum that once again all it takes is a spear.
Well, I mean,
and he's done.
He did fall like from the broken turnbuckle rope.
Yeah, he sold that on his leg. I mean,
still,
I don't know.
Look,
I don't know.
Okay, hold on. So the kayfabe,
my opinion.
Well, your opinion has no substance to it. You're just saying I
don't
don't like.
It has opinion. Like the fact that he was thwarted by. Here's part of it, Rob.
Okay.
What's his finisher? It's a top rope move called the coup de grace.
Cool, yeah.
Where he falls off the top rope.
Yes.
Actually, he jumps off the top rope at a higher height.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to sustain belief that he's lost everything here because he fell when it went.
So first off, I'm just some of this I'm playing devil's advocate, but first off, he doesn't fall the same when the turnbuckle goes down as he does in the coup de grace. Bad example. Shame on you for that. You know better.
Yes, that's much less. It was much less of a height.
The way he lands is completely different than the way he landed there.
Fall off like you described.
What?
I said he jumps off. He doesn't fall off like.
See, thank you, Brian. It's from an even
No,
greater height
that
normally.
No.
No, you're on my side.
No, he jumps off controlled. He jumps off controlled and lands with his feet together and has a controlled land. When the ropes go down, his feet are spread out. He falls with the rope between his legs, and he falls through and falls forward. Those two falls are in no way identical. So where I can agree with you on, this was a failure, your comparison of the two falls is horrible. I'm sorry.
My logic that this is what the big, like he just, the shine he had, the invoking of the demon to turn it red. When the music came on, Brian, what did you say you thought it was?
No, I just said like when the music came back on during his fire up or his comeback, whatever you want to call it, It was like, I feel like it was like
Get the
Power
carny
Rangers. Like I was watching like a fucking like afternoon like kids show. Then
just,
that's where they lost me. Where the music came on. Like when he's fighting back and then he gets back on the rope and the music is still going, and then all of a sudden the rope break. Like I have no problem with the rope. I have no problem with anything that happened actually. I like
What about the
turning
lights,
back
Brian?
on.
The red lights, or was it just the music, or was it the light change?
Really, it was really just the music. I don't even mind the lights because like the okay, that's you're insinuating that that's his fire up almost. Like I kind of equate it to like Hogan's fire up. Like I don't know, he does the whole pointing thing. I don't know. Maybe this is just Finn's new way of them. This is their way
demoned
of
up.
expressing fire. Yeah, exactly.
I'm letting y'all two
It's
finish your opinions.
demoning up.
You keep running over me, so I'll get mine in. Go ahead.
Rob, what I want to ask you here is,
I would like to do my rebuttal and opinion on this topic. Can I do that?
Sure.
Okay, I'm just curious because I'm hearing a lot of.
You rebutted the whole time on me,
No,
and
I
then we
rebutted.
went to Brian.
No,
but
I
okay.
rebutted your comparison, and then you went on a tangent. I just want to talk about the topic. Can I do that?
Can you? We're waiting.
I would love to. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. So first off, I thought that the red light come on, Finn popping up like he did, that whole, like you said, Brian, kind of your comeback there. I thought that was actually pretty cool,
Including the music.
Let me finish my thoughts, and I'm gonna get there. No, I appreciate it, but I'm gonna get there.
Sorry, monologue time with Rob.
No, it's not a monologue time, but you guys talk forever. I'm gonna get there, you know. So that was fine, right? And if anybody saw somebody do that same shit on AEW, they would go, "Oh my God, it was so boss," you know. So that was fine. And
he does have a point there.
And yeah, I didn't mind the heartbeat sound. I didn't mind that.
Mm-hmm.
The music was a fail. The rope was a fail, but only for two reasons. One, why? Why did the rope fall? We don't know, right? And number two, Finn is definitely not tall, not big enough to break a turnbuckle.
There are some conspiracy theories out there of oversized scissors, and Paul Heyman cut the rope.
I mean, maybe they might have something come out. Now, to go real quickly to my final point here and rebut to you, you say it takes one spear. Well, the spear, if anybody knows, is a move of surprise. It's designed to not physically injure you, but basically knock the fucking wind out of you. And if you just had come down from a collapsing turnbuckle and you're recovering yourself on the fucking mat, and somebody spears you in your recovery, that's going to knock you out enough for a 3 count. I don't see a fault in the spear.
You just had the demon invoke you, though. If you're trying to go on metaphysics,
that don't mean nothing.
Then you can't go back to what you just said. Is
called the cutoff, man.
What you just said is perfectly logical. But after we have had the house lights dim and this guy brought back to life with his heartbeat and quivering and come back up, to then go back to normal logic. Oh well, he's got the wind knocked out of him.
It asks you to suspend your belief for a moment during the match. It wasn't turning him in. Nobody was saying that he was some mythological creature up from the hell.
Well, Cole was kind of saying, he was like, "Oh, the demon is back."
Yeah,
well, yeah.
I think they're trying.
The demon had left, but
yeah.
Come on, guys.
Well, no, but Rob, I'm really not trying to be a jackass here. I'm trying to tell you,
like it.
We have no character like this right now.
Yeah.
Taker is gone. Boogeyman is gone. Fiend, Wyatt, whatever is gone. Everybody, there is not this character that, like you just said a second ago, we have to suspend disbelief here and buy into something mythical or mystic or whatever you want to call it.
No, nobody's asking to do that.
So, but you had an opportunity here to create something like that, and a rope fail kind of squashed it before it even got off the ground.
That was horrible. That was horrible. The rope fail was horrible. But everything, so the rope fall, the rope breaking, and the music, that little window of time, the music to the rope fall, that was bad.
Yeah.
The spear afterwards is completely believable. You have to stop. Once he stands up, turns around, he's hit him with a spear. Nobody thinks Finn's really, truly a demon.
Okay.
It's more like his war paint and his persona. You know, if they want to add the music and shit, cool, whatever. But, I mean, he's not invincible.
So what about the match then, guys, before the music starts and things like that? Specifically, Brian, I hope you saw it, but when they went out into the crowd, Roman put a mask on.
I love it. And I love that Paul was the one that handed it to him. And like almost like kind of like, hey, take this, make sure you, and it goes with like his character so well too, almost as if like all the whole crowd are just like lesser than.
Well, I mean, to me, it kind of broke that fourth wall, Rob, because just hear me out for a second, because remember he said openly, you know, when this all started and he first kind of disappeared, he said, you know, I'm leukemia, recovery, you know. I think this was fine because this whole head of the table, Liaki, whatever badass is still like, no, I'm going to still grab my mask like I'm fucking supposed to. And everybody knows beyond the head of the table, kayfabe, what's going on.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you. It sends a good message in the real world that he did that. I agree with you. And obviously he's somebody who, you know, should do that. We all should. But I don't think it's breaking fourth wall. I think him as a heel saying, I'm not going out amongst you people without my mask on. Yeah, that's how I understood he was doing it for his safety, but the way he portrayed it was, if he spins it that way in a promo, you're probably right. He don't need to spin it that way in a promo. That's the way he presented it.
I do like that Paul was the one who handed it to him. That was quite good.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk louder than you.
And it matched the beard the whole time.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, was that point going further? I was
literally talking, and you were like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna get louder and talk over top of you."
Yeah, you were going nowhere with that thought. It was ending. I was trying to save you.
No, I don't need you to save me. I'm a grown man. I'm good. I'm
good. Speaking of, you don't need me to save you. Before we go to the next match, Brian, I'll have you know that you and I tied on predictions, and that is one less than Rob, who won.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes.
The only thing he kind of screwed up, and I was right there with him on this one, is we both kind of thought there might be a breakup after the Usos won.
But that's not a pick, though.
No, that's an addendum.
Yeah.
And Alexa was the one we all got wrong, so I wanted to go to that one kind of next. This guy's was, it felt like the old days. Charlotte just kind of buried Alexa. She didn't really have that much offense. And it wasn't a very skilled match from like Charlotte's effort perspective.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't think what's that mean?
She
can only have a certain kind of match?
No, it means that Charlotte, when she is in the mood, I guess, somewhat kind of, I hate to say it, Randy does this at times, but when she's in the mood to put on a 5-star match, she can go out and do whatever. When she's in a don't give a fuck moment and she's not selling for shit, she didn't make Alexa look good on any of her moves.
What is a 5-star match?
I didn't say this was a 5-star match.
No, I'm asking you what a 5-star match is, because in your head, maybe no, let me finish my fucking point and you can answer it. Maybe in your head, a bunch of high impact moves and counters and all kinds of shit. I'm just spitballing here. Let me finish. Is a 5-star match. But in somebody else's head, a bunch of fucking grapples and arm bars and fucking mat work is a 5-star match. So I'm saying there's different types of good matches.
Yeah, and neither was I wasn't talking about 5-star matches in any way, because but Charlotte here, she wasn't even like stiff, Rob. She's just not selling the way she should and could. Like I've seen a high quality Charlotte match. And I've seen also the ones where she don't give a fuck and she's just like, ow, my arm. Fuck you. I'm going to push you off. I'm not selling shit for you.
I didn't see none of this.
What can I ask a question though? What happens with Lily now?
Well, Lily was utterly destroyed.
Right.
Stuffing everywhere.
Yeah, what does that mean?
So you get a sewing machine, Rob? How do you fix this one?
Well, to go back to your point there, and then bring Lily into it as well, is first, I didn't see, I'm not saying it's a great match, but I didn't see this match as, maybe I got to watch it again, because I didn't see it the way you're seeing it. I thought it was the story it needed to tell. And that was the whole story of this, was to break Alexa Bliss from Lily. And for that to happen, Charlotte had to handle her ass, but do it very like you weren't even competition for me, so I don't need to be all high impact and shit. I can just kind of run the table on you.
That's fair. I mean, you could. I mean, since you said you'll go back and watch it, I could watch it from that perspective and see. I mean, that's fair because she, was acting the whole way like you're beneath me, even in the promos and the stuff leading up to it.
It stays consistent with what they've been doing in the storyline.
Do you think that this is possibly going to lead to if they've broken down Alexa and it comes back around, like they redo the feud now that she doesn't have Lily?
No, I don't think so. I think Flair moves on to something different, and I think Alexa deals with her demons in her own way, and then in 2-3 weeks it'll be regular Alexa Bliss again, and then maybe they tie it back up later, but it's not immediately going to go back to them.
I just don't. I'm not saying I think they have to just do it in the draft, but there's no contenders in waiting on Raw. Like in the women's division currently, you have Shayna and Nia in a breakup feud.
Yeah.
You have Eva Marie and Doudrop still doing whatever the fuck they're doing. They're nowhere near titles. And then you have Rhea and Nikki ASH, who are the two most recent champions before Charlotte,
and Tamina
as the tag champ.
Tamina and Natty,
Tamina and Natty, I think, are back on SmackDown now, aren't they? Because they're no longer champs, so they can't float between shows. Either way, you got nothing. And that's where I'm going to take the next one is the other women's title, because Bianca and Becky too, which is really part one, because part one had one move.
Right.
Yeah. If they're, I know that's not a 5-star match, Rob.
Look, I kind of want
your earlier question.
I want to kind of correct maybe look at myself in a bit of humility here. When Bianca lost in 26 seconds, SummerSlam, the sentiment with myself and everywhere on fucking the internet,
even 26 seconds.
Yeah, everywhere on the internet was that oh yeah, we didn't mind Becky winning the belt, but why'd you have to do Bianca like that? With that said, I guess trust the process on this one. I thought the story actually worked well using that fact and getting to this point. Now, to this point, obviously they're going to a triple threat. I don't like this necessarily, but I didn't like the 26 seconds either, but that seemed to kind of work out. I feel like WWE has, on occasion, it has its one or two storyline that are doing well that gets the heat they want it to get. I think they wanted it to get that 26-second heat from the fans, but that and the Bloodline are two storylines that I think have actually worked out beyond all the naysay.
I think you're forgetting a couple things here. Bloodline, yes, we're in agreement there, but the other, none of this was planned. Sasha, Bailey first was supposed to have another one with Bianca that didn't happen. They had to throw Carmella in there as a stall. Then it was supposed to be Sasha and Bianca. So much so that when it didn't happen, they had to call Becky and say, we want you to speed up and come here. So you might be right that it's going to a triple threat and all that now and where it's headed. But this is not like they designed this 6 months ago.
Well, I know. Who says you have to design something 6 months ago? You can.
I'm saying
you can crash course something and have it work out perfectly.
This to me goes back to what I was saying. And Brian, if you want to jump in after this, but this goes back to me saying there are no other contenders other than Alexa and Charlotte. This is all just about getting to the draft, I think, now.
That's a good point. And correct me if I'm wrong, though. Is this Sasha's first appearance in like a while?
A month
or so, and she's just right back into the championship. That's my whole.
Well, I mean, she was never really out.
Well, I mean, she kind of was.
She lost the title.
She lost the title at Mania.
Yeah.
Bailey was fucking around with Bianca.
I guess. Okay.
Bailey was fucking around with Bianca. Sasha came back and said, "It's time for us to have our rematch," and then that rematch never happened.
Right.
She got her 3 months off. It wasn't like she just faded into she came back and said, I want another shot. And let's face it, Bianca and Sasha was a really good match. The first one at Mania.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So, and we're overdue for that second one.
What I don't like about this is you had 2 of your championship matches end like this.
Yep.
That's what bothered it for me. Like, if you're gonna do this, then Roman should have either won clean or Finn won clean. But if you're gonna do them, then Bianca and Sasha could have finished clean, and then Bianca and Becky.
Yeah.
And Sasha could have came after the match and made it a deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like the way
something
Roman
that.
and Cena
Right.
was.
Yeah, I fear that WWE is getting kind of screw job happy.
Or
Yeah.
I mean, I thought maybe they were just trying to grab a little headlines. You know, have Sasha return here. Oh, what did you miss at Extreme Rules? Well, here's what you missed. Everybody,
Right.
you know, talking about this. I don't know.
The difference is, you know, if you're doing the AEW kind of the war right now, like, oh, how can we make splashes to pull viewers to combat AEW, and among other things. Yeah, make the people come back from fucking hiatus, but do it right. You know, it's one thing to say, hey guys, Sasha's back. Yeah, but she came back. It was really fucking stupid. Oh well, then I don't care. You know.
Yeah. She did attack both Bianca and Becky. You know, at first it made it seem like she was just attacking Bianca.
Yeah.
But then she, you know, went after Becky too. So I don't know. I think WWE's got to do something with their 3 horsewomen other than just championships. They have other talent on the roster here, and maybe they can fix some of the booking.
Maybe.
Because they've given us some really good stuff recently, but it's been few and far between, and I know injuries has played a factor.
Have you guys soured on Sasha at all? Like with like all the potential like anti-vaccination stuff that's going on with her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
like
I was just thinking, I'm like, I kind of have.
So Brian, you want to know how bad it is? Just a little quick story. My father recently found out he has a brother, and so we make friends on social media and stuff. That's what you do.
Sure.
Well, the brother had updated his Facebook photo today. To have one of those like borders around him saying like my body, I'm like, oh man, like got all excited to find out I got a long lost uncle. And
Oh, he's a Trumper?
well, I don't know if he's a Trumper. He's anti-vax.
Wow. Good luck. Well, I mean, at least he got to meet him before he dies from COVID.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. All I gotta say right now, guys, is invest in funeral homes. It's smart.
Yeah.
It's gonna go.
What's next?
We're dying on the launch pad with this one. No, we got Damian Priest, Sheamus, and Jeff Hardy.
I don't care.
The only reason I want to mention anything on here is
Rob.
fucking Jeff Hardy is still so goddamn over. Everybody was going nuts as if this was like his championship run era.
Yeah.
Like, how you remember the reaction, right?
I do.
I mean, if nothing else, the match was what it was, whatever. But the every time he had any shine, every girl in the place was like, Hangman who? Like, nobody. I'm sorry. Like, I did not know that Jeff Hardy in his 40s here still had this level pull.
It also helps that he went back to his I don't know what the music is, but it's not like the classic Hardy Boys one. It's that other one that he did, like when you said when he was during his like title run.
Yeah.
That he had back in like the late 2000s.
So WWE, I know you're pissed at his brother in the other company, but man, you got a fucking rocket ship whether you want it or not on his back. Just do something. Let's talk really quickly about Liv and Carmella. They got bumped from the regular card to the pre-show, is probably always the case, so that New Day could fight AJ, Omos, and Lashley.
Yeah. Let me say this. I going into this pay-per-view, I had low expectations, and it started with Liv and Carmella, and I thought it was a really fucking solid match.
We both didn't see it.
Well, if you get a chance to, I'm sure you won't. But I thought it was a really fucking good match. I thought it was a good women's or good wrestling match. No matter what program or promotion they would have been on, it would have been a good fucking match. And so and Liv got a lot of fucking pop and a lot of fucking love. It was It was impressive.
On social media, she's been getting a lot of love all day. Like, and I don't mean that like in a negative way or sarcasm. Like, she genuinely has. I don't know, Brian, if you've seen that, but a lot of people, like in the IWC.
I have not. No, I haven't seen it. But
Yeah.
I will take your word for it, sir.
Yeah, a lot of people like she has, for better or worse, she has gotten a lot better in the last 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Good for her.
So I'm thinking, oh, this is a good start to the paper. It's a good pre-show match, a good match on a pre-show to paper. Okay, cool. All right. Oh shit. Now we got a 6-man tag match.
6-man tag is the curtain.
Here we go. I'm gonna tell you what. If you watch that fucking match from bell to bell, that 6-man tag match, that might be one of the best 6-man tag matches I have seen in a very long time. It was really fucking good.
Even on like a Wednesday or whatever, or like.
Well, no, wait. Now you and Bob were both hammering Mr. Rob in the chat.
I was poking the bear.
Yeah, because he hates on him on Wednesday, and he was saying this one's good, and I wasn't giving him an out, but I was agreeing with him on this one simple fact, dude. The New Day is something different, and you can't always have a tag match where one of them's just hanging out on the side. And you put them together with somebody like AJ on the other side, you're going to get a match that doesn't feel spot heavy like it does in AEW trios. You're going to get a match that is a fluent match.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I hear what you're saying, and AJ was fucking phenomenal, all pun intended. In this match. Randy Orton was a fucking beast in this match. I mean, it was such a good...
Randy was
Randy Orton.
Yeah, Randy wasn't
Randy Orton. I meant
Triple H.
Yeah.
Batista.
Let me just start over. Let me just start over here.
Go back to phenomenal.
Bobby was a fucking beast in this match. Almost played his role in this match as perfect as you want your big man to ever fucking do it. Yes, New Day has great chemistry, and they were there, and AJ was fucking putting shit together. But from the beginning to the end spot, oh my God, the ending spot was so fucking perfect. It was basically AJ and Bobby started beefing, and then they fucking inadvertently hit each other in the middle of the ring because Big E got out of the way, and then Big E fucking dropped down Lashley for the pin. I'm telling you, if you're a wrestling fan, watch
AJ threw shade back at Lashley on Twitter.
I'm sure, yeah, they started shit. And look, I'm not a fan of 6-man tag matches when that's all you do. Right? When you have 4 in a night, I'm not a fan of them. But this is the only one.
They've never had 4 in a night. I don't know.
I'm being hyperbolic.
Okay, they have had two tag matches, a 6-man and an 8-man in one night. They have had an 8-man and a 10-man in one night.
I don't want to play the AEW versus WWE game. I'm saying
that's not a game. Nobody wins.
I'm saying this 6-man tag match was fucking great. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, okay.
So I start the pay-per-view with two matches going fucking great, man. I'm like, this is gonna be good. And then it just felt like it started to collapse. I didn't have a problem with Charlotte.
Wasn't the Profits and Usos next? Isn't that where it collapsed?
That was a great fucking match. It was a really good match, and it told a really good story. Yeah, it was a really good fucking match.
It has been kind of the case though, Brian. I know you've soured on WWE quite a bit, and I don't fault you for it. But even back when we were a little more satisfied with the product as a whole, the early matches on the card were usually better than the later ones.
No, I wouldn't agree with that.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's not necessarily true. I guess it would be true during like. And I don't want to throw shade, but like during the Roman Reigns era, and like even like the Brock Lesnar era. So
I was thinking the Brock Lesnar era.
Right? Yeah.
No, I mean look,
because the Brock Lesnar era, you had that main event that was going to last 8 fucking minutes.
Goldberg, if you go back to like Cena, Punk, Daniel Bryan, like those days, I think were pretty good.
Yeah,
we've seen plenty of fucking curtain jerkers that stole the fucking show. That is not a unique phenomenon.
No.
So, I mean, it's just, you're just wrong on your face on that one.
There's just people that have something to prove.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then, a lot of people took to Twitter and other places to criticize that we didn't have any title changes here. We have a Sasha Banks return. No Brock, no nothing. I think they were missing some of the picture here. Is Brock is already set to fight Roman at Crown Jewel. If that wasn't an indictment of Finn, I don't know what was. So many people were like, Finn was going to win, and it was going to make Crown Jewel a triple threat. No, it wasn't.
No,
none of that mattered. Crown Jewel is going to not end clean so that they can do it at Survivor Series and blow Peacock wide the fuck open with an actual real match between Roman and Brock. Crown Jewel is just going to be a whatever. And that's why the other match they have is Goldberg and fucking Bobby Lashley too. Like, that's one we want to scream for. Bobby Lashley, Rob's not wrong in what he said earlier. Bobby Lashley has been doing good work. Goldberg.
Totally. Oh yeah, you can't fault him. Dude.
But Goldberg
no
is
all these fucking Crown Jewel shows or what Saudi shows are just awful.
So Brian, I know you're not in studio, you can't see the wall here, but it's $5 a square.
Okay.
We're all taking bets. What is the ransom that'll keep them on the tarmac this year? What's the dollar amount?
Well, I mean, what they're getting $50 million per event, isn't that something around there? So I don't know. Let's say $10 million and $1.
$10 million and $1. Okay. Do you think Randy Orton will get a just charter jet and leave everybody behind again?
No, that's Vince.
I think the Saudi prince is gonna have armed guards in a fucking truck, making sure they don't cut the feed to the country like they did.
Right.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
When
No,
is it?
you come back. I
October
pay you. I
21st?
love your I love what you do. I do, but I will have guns on your head.
Will the new nipples save you is the question.
Will the new nipples save you?
It's reported Alexa's going to take a couple months off. Stike said, okay.
Alexa.
Good for her.
Yeah, she's been she hasn't taken any time off since, I mean, not since like the pandemic, I don't think. Has she?
I don't know.
No,
Nothing I can think
we're
of.
not ignoring you, Stike Leather. Our new setup is hard to fucking read shit.
Yeah, it's hard. It's far away. We don't have you on a big screen, and
We're working on shit.
Brian doesn't like you enough to read it for us.
Come on, we're in the
No, I mean, I can read it, but Adam doesn't want to throw it to me.
We're in the twilight of our podcast. Come on.
All right, Extreme Rules is over. Let's talk real quick, Brian. I kind of want to go with you on this one, on back and forth here for a minute. Bray has been trolling all over Twitter, showing stuff of him. I think it was Daniel Bryan, him. It was him and the Wyatts, so Rowan and Brody. And on the other side was Daniel Bryan
Usos.
And the Usos.
And a steel cage.
And it was a steel cage and all this other stuff. Not tomorrow, or not Wednesday, but next Wednesday, they're going to be in Brody's hometown. Mm-hmm. You are telling me off air that Bray Wyatt is appearing in Rochester, New York.
2 days, not next week. In 2 days, on Wednesday.
Oh,
there is a strong possibility. Yeah, there's a rumor out there that that's kind of what Bray is teasing, and there's also apparently, because his 90 days aren't up, but I guess there's some clause or some bullshit in there where he can waive it, but he won't get paid or whatever. So he can compete. He can go to AEW if he wants, but apparently that'll, I don't know, whatever he has with his contract.
There's probably some final stipend
Something
amount
like
that you get.
right? Or like, I don't know,
like if you let it ride, you get a bonus at the end or something.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So it is possible that he could show up, and I mean, I'm not saying that it's definite or not, but
Now, if he shows up, you're thinking that it's to lead Dark Order?
no, honestly, I mean, with the way things have been going, they've been having their feud within. So I think, it could be if he comes in, either kind of Dark Order splits and he takes some of them maybe, and he does their own separate thing. But I don't think he comes in and just leads the Dark Order. I don't think that's really what he's. You even said. I think he's built for something a little bit bigger than that, especially where the Dark Order are now on the AEW card.
I agree with you. I fear that he's going to come in, the Dark Order's going to splinter like it has been in two halves. Mm-hmm. He's going to take one half, and Hangman's going to take the other.
Huh.
And
I didn't
that's
consider that.
it's gonna be Hangman and Bray.
I got no problem with that.
I don't have any problem with Hangman and Bray. I don't know why Dark Order has to be involved. Because I still go back to what Brian just said. I said earlier, I think Bray is bigger than a faction at this point.
I think Bray is so perfect to have his own faction, and I really want to see what crazy shit in his mind that AEW will let him do.
Right.
So
And the Brody ties too. Like
yeah. Well, I think they'll play that as nostalgic for like a half a heartbeat, and then it's just gonna go right to he's gonna rebuild whatever he takes from fucking Dark Order and make it his own. And I got a feeling it's gonna be gnarly as fuck.
I hope so.
So Rob, I got to ask, because maybe you were the one to ask this. It's not me for sure, but like, when did you stop calling him Diesel and start remembering to call him Kevin Nash? Or when did you stop calling him Razor and remember to call Scott Hall? Because all these people are changing now to me, and I have to remember he's probably not going to be Bray Wyatt in 2 days.
Scott Hall was easy because I always hated Diesel.
And Razor.
Razor was hard though.
Okay, you said it backwards.
Well, Kevin Nash. Yeah, Kevin Nash was. Yeah.
Well, Diesel was dyed hair and was weird.
Yeah, Kevin Nash was easy. Fucking Razor was tough.
So Brian, do you I know you and Kara and I were Brian Danielson's got to be
that's the one that I'm
biggest
still
fuck
tripped
you.
up on. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
The
I'm still
American
calling him Daniel
Dragon,
Bryan.
bro.
Like if over here Al Roberts, like you can't do that shit. It just don't work.
Al Roberts.
Yeah,
Al Roberts.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be my new pseudonym now. I'm going with that. Yeah,
Al Roberts.
This is Al Roberts with your traffic today.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's like a very Les Nessman kind of name.
Yeah.
You know, definitely works.
We got to back up on the 404. I recommend taking 73.
Oh, so, well, Brian, so you're telling me then before we get,
I don't want you to quote me.
You're telling me though that Bray is not trolling me all week or all weekend or whatever. He's 48 hours from appearing.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I take back what I just said. You can quote me on this, okay? I'm gonna die on this hill. He is showing up on Wednesday.
So this is episode number 700 for the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. And you know what I've learned in 700 episodes, Rob?
What's that?
That we just found out that Brian can commit to something.
Oh.
No. That's the first time he's said something for certain. He's gone on record right there.
Oh, wrestling-wise, yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah, wrestling-wise.
Yeah,
Wrestling-wise, yeah. I'm talking like, you know, normally he's so wishy-washy. Well, they could. He won't even take one of our sides. Like,
no, he's right. He's right. He's like, you're very political. No, you know what? I'm choosing a side, and Bray is Wyndham is showing up on Wednesday.
Don't you talk about AEW.
I don't care if he calls himself Wyndham. Please don't call yourself Wyndham Rotunda and make me say that.
It's his name.
I know, but it's so awful.
What about he can't be Rotunda.
You can't be a bigger guy and
what if he's Bear Wyndham?
Bear Wyndham.
So not Barry Wyndham, but just Bear Wyndham.
Could it be Bray Wyndham?
Is Barry Wyndham alive?
Yeah.
Could Barry Windham be his like handler, or if he's in a faction, be his J.J. Dillon?
I mean, everybody else has come back.
Yeah, that's why you get all the like.
Dude, if I see Barry Windham showing up, I'm marking the fuck
all
out.
Related, isn't that why he's named Wyndham?
Yes. Oh yeah. He
right.
Yeah.
I think or something.
Yeah, he's named Wyndham after Barry Windham. I think it's his godfather.
Yeah, like I said, Brian, if Barry,
Blake would know.
Yeah, if Barry Windham shows up, I'm marking the fuck out, bro.
Oh, hell yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Barry Windham, that was my dude. Yeah, man.
Oh, wow. Juan says, where's the little dog? She's the reason I'm here. You're getting boring. The
Yeah,
Chihuahua Juan, very on point, Juan.
Yeah. Good for you, Juan.
Yeah, Stike says, when Scott Hall came into WWE in 92, I was still calling him Diamond Stud because that was what he was known as then. Is that like an early version of Razor or something?
You're lying, Stike.
That was when he was in WCW. I think
Stop showing off.
What's his name? DDP was managing him.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a
Diamond
bingo hall.
Stud. No, it wasn't a bingo hall. It was WCW.
Stike's fucking lying. He didn't call him that. He's fucking. He wanted to show off his wrestling brain.
No.
He's fucking lying.
Yeah, Stike. I don't. Are you even old enough in '92?
Yeah, right.
He's only fucking 12.
He's not 12. That was Noah, and Noah's like
I'm tired of you
17
two.
now.
I'm tired of you two coddling Stike Leather. I'm not gonna fucking do it. You're my new enemy, Stike.
Rob has no one
shit.
left to fight with Stike. Sorry, our bad. So Brian,
One's too easy.
we've got a pretty decent card. It looks like for Wednesday night. I'm scratching my head at some of it. Cody, fresh off whatever that was with Grand Slam and the Homelander and all that, is fighting Seidel and is it Martin, Dante Martin and Matt Seidel, the other brothers?
Yeah, correct.
Both their tag team partners who are brothers are injured, Rob.
Fantastic.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's just
I
pair
don't
them
think the
together.
Seidel brother is. I think they're just. Is he hurt?
I'm 37 years
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. I don't want that to be the tangent here.
Yeah.
How is and is this over? Is he actually letting Malachi win the feud?
Eat the corn.
And he's going to this whatever tag division match here. It's the one that's I just want to mention it real quick in the
That's
closing
good for
here.
the podcast. Is move your head to the left.
It's the one thing, Brian, that I don't understand about Wednesday's card that's coming up. It's the one thing that's scratching my head about.
Well, I mean, they've been pairing up for a few weeks now. It's not like this is the first time that they're tagging together.
I'm not talking about Martin and Seidel. Why is Cody Rhodes teaming with Lee Johnson?
Oh, because he's part of the Nightmare Factory.
I get that. Why he just lost to Malachi Black?
Yeah.
He has to
who's
come
he,
out
who's
on
he going against? Who are they going against?
Martin and Seidel. Dude, I feel like
Yeah,
I
that is
don't.
weird.
You
That is
guys
weird.
are
That
losing
is a
me and
weird
everyone
matchup.
else. Hey, Keith Lee got a new got the new name tonight.
no. I think it was last week.
Last week.
What is it? What's the new name?
Bearcat. Keith Bearcat.
They really
Lee.
did that? I thought that was.
Yeah.
I thought somebody was trolling me.
I thought so too, but they showed the lower third tonight.
They really
was
called him Bearcat.
Keith Bearcat
Lee.
Lee. Or was it Bearcat Keith Lee?
No, I think they did.
It's Keith Bearcat Lee is what I saw in the lower third. Yeah, they made it even worse than Bearcat Keith Lee.
That is the
Keith Bearcat Lee.
That might, boys, we might be in a moment here. That is officially the worst thing WWE has done in a year.
Wait, does he
in
have
10
any
years.
affiliation with the University of Cincinnati or anything like that?
Why is he a
No.
Bearcat? What the fuck is a Bearcat?
I don't know.
Oh, I think there was a African American wrestler that it's like an homage to.
There was the cat.
Well, there were Ernie the Cat or Ernie Ladd or a Big Cat Ernie Ladd or whatever.
Oh,
the
well,
fuck.
see, now
All of the wait. Hold on. Brian,
What?
all three of those wrestlers you just named are the same person.
Ernie Ladd.
Yes, you said Big Cat,
Well, I couldn't
Ernie
remember
Ladd,
what his
Ernie the
actual
Big
name
Cat.
was.
Like he just ran down like all the different, like he was given a new list. Sorry, I had to call you out because you made it sound like you were trying to talk about three different people.
Oh no! I couldn't remember what his actual name was. Yeah, Bearcat Wright. That was a wrestler. Who,
Oh.
Apparently, that's who this is supposed to.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That's what Keith Lee's grandfather called him when he was little.
Oh, Stike is usually right,
Well,
but that
then
is
I amend what I said. It's
Yeah.
great. I love it.
Keith Lee. Do whatever you want. Just get booked right. I don't really care about anything else.
Sounds horrible.
Right? So, anyway, we'll be back here Wednesday night.
Shit.
You know, the big grand finale, grand slam that we saw last week. Brian and I are going to break down with Kiera on Wednesday what's next. I don't think they blew their wad, Brian, but they definitely, maxed out their bar. If it is Bray Wyatt, we'll have some good discussions on Wednesday. If it's not, I hope to see some other kind of storylines. I do want to see Dark Order go somewhere. They'll probably bring his son out since they're in Rochester, but they've been teasing it for a while. And the one bad thing I think we could all agree on for Grand Slam is them being shoehorned in there just for what?
Right.
They need to do something. Stop pussyfooting around and get to it. Everything else, it'll be interesting. We kind of got a reset, like I said, coming from post Grand Slam. So it should be fun. And Kiera will be with us too. Maybe even Rambi will appear. Who knows?
Rambi.
Depends on the Saki.
Who's that?
Brian, anything else you want to tease? I know All Elite Hour came out over the weekend. Anything you want to tease from that?
No, not about AEH. I mean, you can go out and listen to that. I will be ring announcing on Long Island for Full Faith Wrestling on Saturday night in Deer Park.
That's what.
So you can go if you want to go to a live wrestling event and check out Vicky Guerrero will be there and Cesar Bonani. Yeah, just go follow Full Faith Wrestling on Twitter and Instagram. I think it's at FF.
Is Cardona gonna be there?
No, but funny enough, this is actually the home. This is the place where he trained, where he initially cut his teeth in wrestling.
So this is where he learned how to steal?
WWE. I'm sorry?
This is where he learned how to steal?
Exactly. I think this is where he learned his carny ways. I don't know.
The carny ways. That's accidental.
So I got to ask you, we'll just because you're, borderline celebrity now here. We won't do 5 random ass questions. We'll just do one here.
One random ass question.
Vicky Guerrero, you get a chance. You in or you're out?
Wait, what? Who? Wait,
you know what I'm saying.
He's asking you if you would if you would do the beast with 2 backs.
Here. What?
Would you do the beast with 2 backs with Vicky Guerrero if you had to?
Oh my God! Get out of town, sir.
It's a horrible question.
That's a horrible question.
Horrible question. It's such a Patreon question.
A patriarch question?
Patreon? Like patreon.com/MOWP.
Yeah, there you go. Good segue.
That was
That's
good.
a question we do there.
That's good.
So, well, we're
I don't know. Brian's a young buck. He might.
Brian don't want to talk about this because it's a potential client, and it would be very bad for him.
Man,
to be
come on. What are you talking about?
A conversation like this, Adam.
Yeah.
Way to be self-conscious of your friend. Anyway, Brian.
Yeah.
Sorry, Silent Bob.
I'm very proud of you.
Oh, thanks, man.
I am very proud of you. Man. You're doing a great thing. Great job, man.
Hey, and don't forget you got a pilot waiting.
You got to get a better tie though.
Better tie? I have a purple tie.
Yeah, you get something better.
Yeah.
No, I like my purple.
Get something.
Wait, no, it's he has that purple tie because of Paul Bear. It's a tribute or something.
Yeah.
Now, don't you feel like crap?
No.
Okay.
Stupid.
Yeah.
It's not stupid. You could do better.
You could do better. Anyway, we'll be back.
Anyway, Rob's talking, and we're close the show. Go ahead.
We'll be back next week with Money with the Marks. Until then, you can check us out on Wednesday. We'll be back. Same smart time, same smart channel.
Catch you on the flip side.
Awfully salty.
Marked out.
Marked Out Podcast is produced and edited by YouRecord Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live following WWE programming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.